Hey there, welcome to the Freezer Meal Prep Challenge. I'm here with Eleanor. She wanted to help me today, and we're going to show you how to make the turkey and bean chili. So you should have a recipe that I send out in your email, and also some labels. So she did the honors and cut this label out for me, and we're going to use it to label our freezer meal. Now it's up to you if you want to put both in the freezer, if you want to cook one and freeze one, you can do whatever you want to do, but we're just going to show you how easy it is to get these assembled. And for our purposes, we're just going to make one today because you guys will know obviously how to do the second. So I've got a gallon-sized freezer bag here. If you want, you could just write with Sharpie or a marker that it's turkey and bean chili. We are going to tape it on here. So I've just got some freezer tape. You can also use painter's tape. Masking tape would probably work too. Scotch tape doesn't work so well in the freezer. It tends to have labels fall off. So we are going to put our label on it, and then we're just going to, this one is super easy to assemble. So we're gonna put in our onion, and it calls for 1 onion, but I had a monstrous onion, so we're gonna use half of it, but I diced it. And we're gonna put in tomato sauce. Okay, we're gonna just pour everything in here. So we've got our 8 ounces of tomato sauce. And you wanna work on scooping the beans for me? So we've got a can of kidney beans and black beans. So here's where you can take kind of what you might already have on hand to make this. This is a super easy meal to assemble anytime, but if you had chickpeas or white beans, you could substitute any kind of chili you wanted in for this recipe. So if you've been asking about, what can you throw together just based on things you have in your pantry, having beans is one of my recommendations for quick and easy meals. You can make a lot of things out of them. You could even make this a vegetarian chili if you wanted, with no meat, because the beans have some protein in them too. Okay. So we've done that. We're going to put in our green chilies and then our turkey, of course. So one other thing I want to talk about right here is I've opened my can of crushed tomatoes. If you want, because this is going to be a really full bag, if you want, you can always not open your canned tomatoes. You can write on the top of it, just write turkey and bean chili with a marker and set it aside, and you could add that at the cooking time. It'd be fine. I'm going to open this up because I'm going to have turkey hands after this. Okay, do you want to measure this out for me? And you can put 1 to 2 tablespoons of chili powder. And you can put this in the bag for me. So freezer meals are a great way to just have, thank you, to have meals to grab and just thaw, at the beginning, like the night before, or kind of lay them out before the week and use them. But they're kind of like an insurance policy, right? You've got some easy meals. You don't have to get any other ingredients. It's just like an easy go-to that's already on hand for you. Thank you. Okay, thanks. So we're gonna go ahead and dump in the turkey here.
Well, that was really more than turkey.
Yeah, I'm trying not to touch it, but it's not happening. Okay, well, I'm just gonna touch it. Okay, so you could cook the turkey in advance, but I think it's a good shortcut. You can't get away with this so much with ground beef, but if you use lean ground turkey, when it comes time to cook this in your slow cooker, you can just dump the whole thing in. Break up the turkey a little bit with a spoon, and then you may need to do that a little bit after it cooks, but it is nice that you don't have to brown the meat beforehand. So we've got room, it's looking like. I think we're gonna dump in these tomatoes, and it's gonna be very full.
Wow, that's full.
It's gonna be very full, but we'll still be good. So when you go to close your freezer meal, you're gonna wanna get as much air out as possible. That'll help prevent freezer burn. Now the other thing you can do, because this does have some liquid, if you want, you can double bag it and put it in another bag just to be safe. Sometimes I do that. And if you do that, I'll show you what you can do with your freezer meal label. If you do that, you don't even really need the tape. You can just tuck it inside and have your instructions there. So we're gonna seal this second bag. The way I like to freeze my meals is to just take a cookie sheet. Let me grab one to show you. I like to just grab a cookie sheet and kind of lay it out nice and flat and then put it in the freezer. And once it's frozen like this, then I can, stack it up. But it's nice to get it to freeze in a uniform shape like this. If you're going to use it in an Instant Pot, or if you're going to use it, cook it from frozen, you can put it in the container and freeze it in whatever vessel you're going to use just to get it to conform to the shape. So this is an easy meal that you can use not just for freezer meal, but for meal prep in general. You saw how quick it went together. We've been on here for just about 6 minutes, and that was with my helper. You're gonna make 2 of these. Like I said, you could throw one right into the crock pot for dinner, or you could freeze both. You could gift a friend one, anything you wanna do. So if you've got any questions, please comment on the thread and I will get back to you. And I hope that this is helpful, and we'll see you at the next meal. Thanks. Can you say bye, Eleanor?